Hi, I'm Grana, and in the last episode my dodo friend and I sadly passed away with the help of 2 raptors. Okay, cool. Time to go back and get my stuff. But, of course, there were more raptors patrolling the beach. I would need a weapon. After crafting a spear, I noticed only 1 raptor left. Luckily, it was one of those robot dinos with hazard lights all over, so it was easy to spot and wouldn't be able to sneak up on me. My plan was to use water to get past it. Thinking the water would be safe was my first mistake. Good thing I crafted that spear. Okay, second try. I spawned very close to where I had just died, so the raptor was most likely still nearby. Instead of rushing back to my body, I carefully checked my surroundings and crafted a new spear. Maybe this time I'd even remember to use it. I saw a couple of comments in my first video mentioning bolas, but unfortunately, being only level 6, my brain just can't wrap around the concept of a bola yet. I'll definitely save some engram points for it though. Luckily, the robot dino was nowhere to be seen. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I'm just glad I got my stuff back. My older inventory though was still laying around somewhere near my base. There they still were, the same raptors that had killed me and Newton, literally dancing on the beach. But I had died in the water, so I might be able to avoid alerting them. And yes, I'm still trying to dive by pressing control like an idiot. Seems like those stupid raptors had moved in, claiming my base as their home. I had no choice but to accept my defeat and move on. It's not like I had anything valuable in my base. A shame still. I spent hours building that beautiful beach house. I don't think it's time for the next humans yet, but I could use the meat to tame something better. I needed something a little bit stronger than a dodo to help me. So, when I spotted a lone dilo, I knew what I wanted to do. A couple of rocks to the head, and my dilo army would soon have its first member. But I wasn't the only one with ranged weapon. The little jerk spat right in my eye. But having a little bit of acid burning through my cornea didn't stop me from knocking the dilo out. While the dilos left, I wanted to look around a bit. Dangers everywhere. A Terry, a Carno, raptors, more raptors, even more raptors. Yeah, I really needed this dilo to wake up fast. Which it did, and we wasted no time getting out of there. Oh, hello you. You just chill back there. I need rocks. Where did you go? There you are. I had found myself a second dilo, and like the first one, I would gently slung some fist-sized boulders at its head. This dilo wasn't the sharpest of the bunch. It took a couple of rocks before it even realized something was going on. Yep, that's a sarco, a giant crocodile. If it got close to my sleeping beauty, it would definitely eat it in one bite. So, I got ready to lure it away.
Ew. What's that? Brother, ew.
But I didn't need to. My strong aura was enough to scare the Fortan crocodile away. I guess even apex predators know when they are outmatched. I didn't want to push my luck with that sarco any further, so we headed in the opposite direction. Why stop at 2 when you can have 3? I wanted a full army of dilos, or at least a couple. A little gang to keep me safe. Are you for real stuck? I'll help you. Who would be a more iconic trio than Huidu and Louie? In Finnish, they're called Tupu, Hupu and Lupu. I don't know, I'm not good with names. Now I've got the whole pack. Time to start spitting on the locals. I really wanted a new dodo, so it was time to... Oh, I meant to do that. Of course, I needed meat for my dilos. Healing a severe head injury requires a lot of protein. Well, I still wanted a new dodo, and I figured I should rather use a slingshot to persuade it to join my team. I was skilled enough to knock this one out. And, of course, I named her Yukmus the third of her name. Now that I had some dinos to protect her, she would surely survive, unlike the previous Yukmuses. Are you stuck again? Ah, look at her go. I wasn't paying attention and walked straight into a sarco. This sarco couldn't care less about my aura. It had its eyes on a parasaur. I panicked a bit and couldn't get my dinos away in time. The sarco wasn't even interested in my pets, but the para clearly wanted to bring the heat to us. Not fair, I didn't know they can jump that far. Losing yet another Juhmus was of course devastating, but we had to carry on. It was important to start getting my dialos leveled up, so I commanded the pack to attack the goofy looking dino duck. But my dialos literally refused. They all just stared at me. Only after the duck started to attack me did they agree to fight it. Same with the second one. I guess they just liked the ducks. I mean, they had no problem attacking the Terra I next commanded them to go after. I got distracted from the glitching drone when I spotted yet another Dilo. Dilos might not be the strongest creatures, but you can always compensate quality with quantity, so the more the merrier. I need some meat, thank you. Since I lost my old base, I would need a new one. This beach seemed pretty peaceful, so I decided to start building here. I named this one Aku, after Donald Duck, to stay in the theme. You might be wondering why I'm playing the older version of the game, ARK Survival Evolved, and not the remaster, ARK Survival Ascended. First of all, I already own this version of the game, and on top of that, I own not one, but 2 expansion passes for it. I mean, what game even has 2 expansion passes? I already feel a bit scammed, so I just want to get my money's worth out of these before tossing more to wildcard. It also seems like most of the new stuff or content is once again hidden behind new paywalls. And even though Evolved isn't getting updates anymore, at the time of recording this, it still has more players than Ascended. So, I hope you guys will still enjoy watching this version of the game, since it's clearly far from being a dead game. Honestly, with my way of editing and adding animations, I'm just glad I don't have to stress about staying up to date with patches and updates. Plus, my computer is nearing her retirement age, and might just catch on fire if I try to play the game with pretty graphics settings. Or maybe even if I try to play it at all. And even if I manage to tweak the settings enough to run the game, there's no point in upgrading to the remaster if it's going to look worse and get less frames. Maybe one day I'll get sponsored PC from NASA, and might try playing ASA with medium settings. And if I want to have these different camera views of my gameplay, I should probably buy the game for my cameraman too. Recording me collecting wood for 3 hours straight isn't exactly the most enjoyable experience, and I really appreciate him doing it for me. So there's no way I'm going to tell him to go buy €50 game just to record me playing it. No, I'm definitely not coping with the fact that my PC is too bad to run ASA. Yeah, these torches near my thatch walls might not be the best example of fire safety, but at least I have light and warmth. Who needs safety regulations when you can have cozy vibes?